Hi everybody, and thank you so much for joining us. We have a great program in store for you today. All of the proceeds from this fall festival and concert will benefit the Nambale Magnet School in Western Kenya. My name is Barbara Bourgeois, and I am the president of the Cornerstone Project, a proud sponsor of the Nambale School. I've been involved with this project for over 10 years. Having lived in Africa, I have seen and experienced firsthand how important the need for education is in the region. So, when I heard about the Nambale School and its mission to educate not only the children, but the whole community, I knew this was a project that was needed and I wanted to be a part of it. Our annual Fall Festival has been growing each year, and this year, even with the challenges that we all face, will be no exception. We've created an unusual event for you, but before I explain this unprecedented event, I just want to thank you once again for being here. This year, the festival format is a little different. We're all online. So we had to get really creative. Yes, this is different, but we are certain that you will have a great time. We're bringing you music, information, and fun, and an unusual online auction, thanks to Clearinghouse Estates and Auction Ninja, who have really been a big help to us this year. We have two very talented artists with us this evening, Hest and Bobby Joe Valentine. In between artists, we will be speaking about what we do and why, as the Cornerstone Project, how we came to support the Nambale Magnet School. As a special treat, we have the founder of the Nambale Magnet School herself, Evalyn Wakhusama, here to say a few words about the school, and at the conclusion there will be a time for question and answer with Evalyn. So think about your questions as you're listening tonight. So following the concert, the online auction will take place, and this online auction will actually last about a week. So get ready to bid, enjoy the concert, and just have a great time with us. Our first artist, Hest, is a Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter who began his career as an independent artist in 2001. He sung with Judy Collins, and many of his songs have appeared on TV and film. So without further ado, Hest.
It is nice to be here playing for you today. I am playing in support of the Cornerstone Project and the Nambale Magnet School. I hope that you would consider supporting as well. And thanks for listening. I'm going to jump right into the songs. So here's a song called The Deal We Made. Oh, what can I do to keep my will strong? I tacked on so many solos to this old song. Can't help but notice the music fade, but this is the deal we made. I have been inspired in ways I never dreamed of, defined and redefined daily the word love. Soon I'll leave the sun for the cool blue shade, 'cause this is the deal we made. As these years go by, I find what I'm here for. I can see through the drops of the downpours, and I'm not yet through with the hand I've played. You can tell me to fold, but for now I Thanks very much. Hopefully you are clapping along. These days, I don't really know if people are clapping along, considering pretty much all of my shows that I do are online, and it's very hard to judge. But I think I played that song decently, so thank you for clapping, I'm assuming. I do also just want to say thank you to Martine for having me be a part of this. This is great, and I would like to play a song now. I wrote this for my niece years ago. It's called Bonafide. Fly to me, little bird, you're the one and only cure. We're gonna have a good time, true and pure. Can you take me there again, to the valley of pretend? 'Cause when I go there with you, I'm reassured. Oh, the morning that you came, far and wide I heard your name. Every corner of the world, bird, was your domain. Now we're making conversation, words are on your mind. But please don't hurry growing up, bird, play your games. You're gonna be the good kind, the motivating sunshine. You're gonna be a remedy of heart and mind. Darling, you're a bonafide. Na, 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 na. Dance your trouble, find a way to bring a riddle to your day. Don't forget about the one rule that makes it all okay. Darling, nothing is forever, easy come and go. There ain't a thing you couldn't get through, always know that you're gonna be the good kind, the motivating sunshine. You're gonna be a remedy of heart and mind. Darling, you're a bonafide. Oh, you're gonna be the good kind, the motivating sunshine. You're gonna be a remedy of heart and mind. You're gonna greet the world humble and dignified. Oh, a joy to be around and a friend to walk beside. The bright, warm, rejuvenating sunshine. You're gonna be a remedy of heart and mind. Darling, you're bonafide. Thanks very much. So that's called Bonafide, as I mentioned. Most of the songs in this little set I'm doing today are from my newest album, which is called Against the Sky. And this album is largely songs I've written in the last year or two. I became a dad over that time. I also moved out of New York City, where I was living for my whole life, basically, to the Massachusetts suburbs, where I'm actually really enjoying the quiet, especially during these weird times. And I wrote this song when I first got to the town that I live in right now, and took a look around and wrote this song called Hatherley. So here's Hatherley. The wind is heavy at Hatherley. Today's the day that we turn the key. Nothing's ever gonna be the same. Runaway thinking is ours to tame. I gotta believe it. This is how it's supposed to go. I gotta believe. I gotta believe it. We will find our place up here. I gotta believe in Hatherley. We lay our roots and we make our plans. Sharpen the lens and expand. Knowing there's a lot to learn. Then in the noise our dreams may turn. I gotta believe that this is how it's supposed to go. I gotta believe. Out there in the ocean there is peace inside the war. I gotta believe in Hatherley. Oh, nothing's ever meant so much to me. Oh no, no, no. Oh, nothing's ever meant this much to me. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. The wind is heavy at Hatherley. Change as far as the eye can see. But nothing's supposed to stay the same. I gotta fit the picture to the frame. Yes, I gotta fit the picture to the frame. Oh, I gotta fit the picture to the frame. All right, that is Hatherley from Against the Sky, my new album. And I have 10 albums now. This Against the Sky is my 10th, and I'll take you back to my fourth or fifth, I'm not even sure at the moment, but I did an album back in 2009 called 12 Mondays, and one of the songs that is on this album was actually written for a film, first an independent film called Dream Riders, that unless you watch the Travel Channel a lot, you probably have never heard of, but it was a good film that was about a father trying to reconnect with his son after years of them not connecting. And so I had to write a bunch of songs. I had to score the whole film, and I wrote this one song that was kind of like the main song in the movie, called The Wait. Here we go. I'm going down to the riverbank this morning, way before the family is awake. Gonna lay me down at the foot of the water and spout all my troubles for everyone's sake. Well, you can't have love when you never can surrender. I've been spreading around my anger like a plague. I've sailed this far with my boat on fire, fighting flames each day, too stubborn to expire. I will soak my soul, let the river take control, the river take control. And I know it's not too late to let go the weight, to let go the weight. The sun will rise and shine on me this morning. It will seep its way into my heart and untie all the knots that have hardened me through the years. And I'll embrace the wisdom the sun will impart. Yes, and with this heat burning inside me, I'll warm all the people that I love in their darkest of hours and weakest of minds. I'll light up their nights with every star I can find. Yeah, I will soak my soul, let the river take control, the river take control. Yeah, I know it's not too late to let go the weight, to let go. I will soak my soul, let the river take control, the river take control. Yeah, I know that it's not too late to let go the weight, to let go the weight. right. Thank you guys. I have one more song. It's a short set. Once again, thank you for your support of the Cornerstone Project and of the Nambale Magnet School. Thank you to Martine for having me along. I hope when this virus stuff is all over, you come see me play somewhere that isn't in my basement. So, thank you. I'm gonna finish with a song that hopefully is uplifting for you. This is also on my newest album, and this is called Less. Less is less, it isn't nothing, somehow we'll recover. Everybody pitching in will help out one another. And before we know it, the garden will be growing, a new breeze will be blowing. Less is more than any other, people out there struggling. Some don't ever find an end to holes in need of plugging. Do not play the victim, show me some conviction, and we'll get this sorted out. Oh, tonight I feel so grateful that you are all here with me, and that we're all healthy. Don't forget how lucky we are. Less is less, we've got enough to get us through December. I'll go out and find new work as soon as morning comes. And before we know it, the garden will be growing. Good signs will come back around. And before we know it, the garden will be growing. Good times will come back around. Thanks again, everyone, for listening. I'm Ari Hest, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Ari. And before we move on, if you like what you just heard, you'll be really happy to hear that Ari just released his 10th studio album entitled Against the Sky. This is an album comprised mainly of songs that were created after the birth of his daughter Nova in 2018 and during his move from his hometown of New York to the suburbs of Massachusetts. His latest album can be purchased at arihest.com. Thank you so much again, Ari. That was fantastic. Now, next, I'd like to introduce my good friend and the founder of the Cornerstone Project, Martine Noletti. This is the information portion that I promised you. So sit back, take a listen to what Martine has to say about this very worthwhile project. Take it away, Martine.
Thank you, Barbara. We are so thrilled to be here today. And isn't Ari Hest the most amazing talent? We are truly blessed to have his support. It was many years ago, 21 to be exact, when I first met Evalyn Wakhusama. She was attending Yale Divinity School with a very good friend of mine, and they were in the same program. It became clear to me as time progressed that our encounter and ensuing friendship put me on a path that I had never expected. I had been yearning for a deeper sense of purpose, and I found in Evalyn the character of leadership that could be a vehicle for significant social change in a way that felt positive and dynamic. In the early days, before there was even a school in Nambale, Evalyn would tell us about the area where she grew up. We were getting to know her. We were a group of women discussing how the area had gone from very poor to abject poverty due to the AIDS pandemic. We were wrapping our heads around that. Then we had broader discussions, issues of women empowering themselves, breaking the cycle of servitude, and bringing an empowerment to a marginalized portions of society. Then we applied our discussions to Evalyn's home community of Nambale in rural Western Kenya. From those discussions, we came up with some more concrete plans of action. We gained the understanding that the important first step in nurturing Evalyn's community back to sustainability must be to educate the children. So many children were left homeless and vulnerable as a result of the pandemic. Education of the most vulnerable segment of the community, its homeless children, was the strongest hope in the struggle to empower this community. From the moment we had a plan, we set to work. It has been the most rewarding experience to see the progress we have made, and it's both humbling and fills me with gratitude for all the support that we've had over these years. The Nambale Magnet School has now been in existence for 11 years with a population of pre-K to 8th grade of 365 children. Now we are facing yet another threat in the form of yet another pandemic. This time it's COVID-19. Reverend Evalyn Wakhusama will be speaking to us remotely from Nambale, Kenya, to tell us a little more about the school and how it grew and the challenges ahead after our next talented singer and songwriter. At this moment, however, I would like to introduce to you someone who is very important to me and deep in my heart, someone who has helped us grow, find our way in a new digital age, and put us on a course to continue to be relevant as we adapt to a changing global reality. Please meet my friend Jamie Rood of Humanitex.
Thanks, Martine. It's such a privilege to be Cornerstone's web strategic partner. Working with Martine and her board, as well as Reverend Evalyn at the school, has been some of the most meaningful work I have done since starting Humanitex. It's also a privilege to introduce our next performer. I first met Bobby Joe at a national gathering in Cleveland, Ohio. And I've been a huge fan ever since. The authentic, heartfelt nature of his songs have won him Songwriter of the Year at both the West Coast Songwriters Association and the SoCo Songwriter Competition. He's sold over 20,000 albums and performed at thousands of concerts around the globe. Friends, it is my great pleasure to introduce Bobby Joe Valentine.
Hey friends at Cornerstone Project, my name is Bobby Joe Valentine. I am so delighted to be with you during this fall festival. When I started writing music, I never thought it would take me so many beautiful places, and it's so great to be in your living room or wherever you're watching this fall festival right now. I just thought I'd play a couple of songs for you. I was invited by Cornerstone to offer some music, and really honored to be here. So let's get right into it. This is a song I wrote about finding hope even in the darkest places, and I know that's what Cornerstone Project is all about. So this one is called Fox Eyes. Rooster crows at dawn, hibernate instead. Deer eyes on the headlights up ahead. Migrate with the herd, circle round the sun. Hope that all the Groundhog Days are done. What to do when all the reasons have worn thin? After all, we're only human animals with fur and souls and skin. Well, keep your fox eyes focused on the beauty underneath, and keep your whale heart open. That is all you really need to love life. Teeth and sweat and blood and tears, tell me what it's worth. Temporary paw prints on this earth. What's the reason not to stay inside the shell? After all, we're only human animals with limbs and souls and cells. Well, just keep your fox eyes focused on the beauty underneath, and keep your whale heart open. That is all you really need to love life. To love life. To love life. When they don't love you anymore. When your own story is the only left worth fighting for. When no one's opening the doors. When the wolf comes out at night and there's no one left inside, are we gonna be alright? Well, keep your fox eyes focused. There is beauty underneath, and keep your whale heart open. That is all you really need. Well, keep your fox eyes focused on the beauty underneath, and keep your whale heart open. That is all you really need to love life. To love life. To love life. All right, keep your fox eyes focused, keep your whale heart open. That's all you really need to love life. When I was younger and wondering what was going on with life, I often didn't have a sense of direction of what to do at certain times in life and certain movements in my life. And so that song is just a reminder that no matter what you're going through, you can be looking for the beauty underneath. And no matter what you're going through, you can keep your whale heart open. And if you do, you stand a much better chance of loving life. This next song is called Nice Clothes, and this is just a wedding song, kind of a fun little song. So if you have anyone special in your life, this is just a song about love. Of all the people you could have won, despite the craziest things that I've done, billions of hearts beating under the sun, you chose mine. So through every problem, well, take me along and set with my sons and break with my dawns. We could go on the run, or you could just sit on this lawn by my side. Oh, so let me be crystal, let me be clear. I want you with me for all of these years. So put on your nice clothes and we're gonna walk down the the aisle. Yeah, we're gonna walk down the aisle. Who would have thought there'd be stars in my night? Who would have thought love wasn't heavy but light? Who would have thought worlds could turn from wrong into right with a smile? Oh, so long to sorrow and farewell to fear. With you, my darling, my doubts disappear. So put on your nice clothes and we're gonna walk down the aisle. Love doesn't need you, it won't override you. Love doesn't lead you, it lies down beside you. And once I was ready, then love couldn't hide you for long. Now my heart, it's a song, it's for you, baby. So every December, well, I want you here, holding my hands till the cold disappears. So put on your nice clothes and we're gonna walk. Let all your friends know and we're gonna walk down the aisle. Put on your nice clothes and we're gonna walk down the aisle. And we're gonna walk down the aisle. Of all the people you could have won, despite the craziest things that I've done, billions of hearts beating under the sun, you chose mine. Oh, there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, at all points in between, billions of hearts beating under the sun, but you chose mine. And it's great to be here with you. Even though you're across the screen, our hearts are both beating, and life is as good as often we'll let it be. And I know Cornerstone Project is working in particular to make life good for our friends out in Africa. And so thank you for being a part of this. If they have an invitation to give or to donate, boy, I hope you take them up on that opportunity to get some good karma and make a difference in the world. That's really, really important, especially now with coronavirus kind of sweeping through the world and us all wondering what the future is going to be. A lot of times that uncertainty can give way to fear. And one way that we don't let it give way to fear is understanding that even the worst circumstances can be temporary. And this song is a song I wrote called Temporary Weather, and it's about that idea to trust that even the hardest part, this too shall pass. So this one's called Temporary Weather. This is my new room. This is my new room, and there's no one here to help me break through, to make it all clear. Just a little pain, like a little rain on my rooftop. Thought that it would drain, but instead it stops and pools above my rib cage, bringing me down with the temperature, making me wonder why these storms always feel like diseases, never a cure, but hold it together. I don't know whether or not we'll make it. Change is scary, but hold it together. Maybe this weather is temporary. Maybe this weather is temporary. Maybe a change will come soon. So this is my new plan. Do the best I can with the pieces left. Steady hands, deep, deep breaths. Oh, just a little doubt, like a little cloud on my rooftop. Thought it would fade out, but instead it stops and stays beneath my shoulder blades, bringing me down with its temperature, making me wonder why the future always feels misty. There's nothing for sure, well, hold it together. I don't know whether or not we'll make it. Change is scary, but hold it together. Maybe this weather is temporary. Maybe a change will come soon. All we need is just a little sun. Oh, all we need is just a little sun on the damage done to my rooftop. Thought it'd never come, but it warms the place beneath my shoulder blades, bringing me up with this temperature, filling me up with the sense that life can be trusted. Pain has a cure, well, hold it together. I don't know whether or not we'll make it. Change is scary, but hold it together. I know that weather is temporary. I know a change will come soon. And all we need is to do the best we can with the pieces. All we need is steady hand, deep, deep breath. And all we need is to hold it together. I know we're looking at temporary weather. Hold it together, it's temporary weather. I know a change will come soon. Oh, temporary weather. My goodness, what a reminder that our darkest hours are just an hour, and then the page will turn and a new chapter will come. I have just a couple more songs for you. This song is called Haunted House, and it's October, so I thought this would be a good time to offer this song. And this is just a reminder that, sometimes the scariest thing that we can face is ourselves. And so this one is called I Am a Haunted House. Oh, there we go. Let's give it another shot. I am a haunted house, and it's 3:15, and there are flashes of blue light as my love of life fights with the pain in me. I am a haunted house, and there are eyes behind my doors. You're gonna have to walk about if you want to figure out what the fear is really for. See the markings on the cedars, read the writing on the wall. There is someone in the window, there is no one there at all. I am a haunted house, and there are spirits in these posts. And if you want to come near, you're gonna have to clear it with the ghosts. I am a haunted house, and there are shadows in my seams. I feel sharp teeth of dark memories trying to feast upon my dreams. And there's a picture on the shelf, it's of a boy who's nearly 10. And behind him's just a warm red glow as somebody should have been. Oh, see the markings on the cedars, read the writing on the wall. There's someone in the window, there's no one there at all. I am a haunted house, and there's spirits in these posts. And if you want to come near, you're gonna have to clear it with the ghosts. You're gonna have to clear it with the ghosts. Oh, if you want to come near, you're going to have to clear it with the ghosts. Well, I just want to say a huge thank you again for the Cornerstone Project for inviting me to be a part of this fall festival. You guys are doing really meaningful work, and you, by being here and being a part of it and buying your tickets, you're also doing very meaningful work, so thank you so much for that. You know, life is such a gift, and life in America in particular, we're very, very lucky. And this song is, I'll close with this song, and it's just a little bit of a reminder of being grateful for the gift that we have. Fire and waves and forests, cinnamon and wind, pain and hope and wonder, trapped inside these bones and skin. Beauty all around me that I never stop to find. And I can be so ungrateful sometimes. I hurricane through hours with 100 things to do, craving these few moments when the only thing is you. But then a bright screen calls me and I leave you with the wine. Oh, and I can be so ungrateful sometimes. Finally make it back from all the songs and shows and sparks, and you were home from work and watching TV in the dark. Stumbled through the doorway after tour for weeks and weeks. Drop my heavy suitcase, kiss your hands, your mouth, your cheeks. And the moon's a golden beacon on the ocean of your eyes. And I can be so ungrateful. I can be so ungrateful. I can be so ungrateful sometimes. But sometimes. All right, well, that's it for me. Once again, I'm Bobby Joe Valentine. It's been a real privilege to be with you, and thank you for being a part of such meaningful work as the Cornerstone Project. It really means a lot. Have a great rest of your festival.
Thanks so much, Bobby Joe. Isn't he fabulous? You can find Bobby Joe's music on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and Google Play, including his latest album, Temporary Weather. Autographed CDs are available on his website, BobbyJoeValentine.com. Back to you, Martine.
Thank you, Jamie. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to my good friend, the founder of the Nambale Magnet School, Reverend Evalyn Wakhusama. Her courage and faith has given me inspiration. She has a sharp mind and a kind heart. She has shown me by example how a leader leads with compassion and strength and is willing to work relentlessly for the goal of leaving things better than before. She has faced adversity with extreme faith, and she has always made me proud. She was awarded the Lux and Veritas Award from Yale University for distinguished service to her community and was awarded the Ford Foundation Leadership Fellowship. It is my very great pleasure to introduce to you Evalyn Wakhusama.
Have you ever longed to change someone's life? 3 factors inspired the dream of the Nambale Magnet School in Busia County, Western Kenya. My mom's life touched me deeply as a child. Growing up as a first child, I saw how she strove to raise us well with the limited resources. She worked so hard, yet owned so little that I prayed that one day I would change her life. Then came my brother's death in 1991 through HIV/AIDS. It devastated me, and I publicly made a promise to take care of his children. His death reinforced my childhood dream. My village was ravaged by the HIV/AIDS pandemic in the 1990s, and literally everyone was either infected or affected by the pandemic. I witnessed hopelessness that would inflame my dream to change this desperate place. 3 things guided the dream: the people I met, the friends I made became instrumental in propelling my dream as I shared my life story. The unique opportunity to study at Yale became an incubation for the dream, and moments of time allowed me to reflect on my life's journey, process my emotions, and rework the dream. In the summer of 2002, when I traveled back home to Kenya after my studies, I knew that I was not the same person that had left home for the US. My life had been transformed, a dream had been birthed, and my world had enlarged. I was going back to the same village, challenged with the 3 ancient adversaries of humanity: poverty, ignorance, and disease. With me were the tear of compassion and the flame of indignation. I then embarked on 3 things. I founded an organization to house the dream. I continued to nurture the amazing relationships I had forged while in the US. And then I identified a location to position the school. Eventually, in 2009, we opened our gates to the first 35 students aged between 4 and 6 years. 32 of these were drawn from orphaned and vulnerable group, and 3 came as self-sponsored students for a sustainable model. We hired trained staff and created a safe, nurturing environment for these children. We addressed their health problems, gave them a healthy diet, taught them, and then we witnessed the transformation of once traumatized and healthy children to blossoming, confident learners. We were inspired. Each year, we added numbers to these children, increased our structures, embarked on agriculture, strengthened relationships, and increased our acceptability in the society. Then came the test of time in 2016. Our top class sat for their high school qualifying exams. The results were excellent. The school produced the top 2 learners in Busia County, and they were admitted into a top high school across the country on scholarship. We could not be happier. In 2017, we squashed the talk that our success was by chance. It was another win. In 2018, we went for the stars and emerged the top in the county. In 2019, we sustained our success and just blossomed. Our transition to high school has been 100%, way ahead of the government's plan that is now being implemented. In the same year, we marked another milestone and celebrated 10 years of existence. We marked it in song and dance with a tagline, celebrating a decade and reconstructing the future. While still basking in this accomplishment, COVID-19 pandemic set in. We had to close school prematurely in March 2020, and since then we have not reopened. We lost touch with all our learners, numbering 450. There has been limited contacts with these children due to safety measures. Some of these concerns are their safety and well-being, with alarming numbers of teen pregnancies experienced in the country. Health concerns for those who are immunocompromised with impoverished conditions at home. And lastly, loss of focus in education given the prolonged periods away from school. Our hope is for the government to reopen schools soon, for the dream to move along. We still dream of continual provision of unique opportunities for deserving learners, improve livelihoods for the impoverished to Nambale, and enhance sustainability in all our endeavors. Now, coming back to my earlier thought, inside me lives the little girl who yearns to change her home village. I hope that my story would connect with your heart to help change the lives of the children in Nambale. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Evalyn. What an amazing journey. Shortly after Cornerstone became a client, I learned that both pastors at my church studied with Reverend Evalyn at Yale Divinity. They told me how moved they were by her spirit. But later, hearing her preach and working with her on projects like this has touched my faith in ways I can barely put into words. God bless you, Reverend Evalyn. While this concludes the YouTube portion of our Fall Festival, I invite you to be in fellowship with Reverend Evalyn and each other in our Zoom social hour, which will start momentarily. If you don't already have the links to our Zoom social hour or our online auction, please visit cornerstoneproject.org/links in a web browser. Now, on behalf of Martine, Barbara, and the whole Cornerstone board, I'd like to thank our sponsors, without whom this evening would not have been possible. Thanks again, Ari and Bobby Joe, for your performances. And finally, thank you for being with us this evening. I hope to see you in Zoom.